Alright guys, we're finally here. LR, Gohan, and Goten rainbowed, what I consider the second best unit in the game, behind only the greatness that is LR, Kale, and Caulifla. They're on 500 category teams, so let's not waste time. Let's hop in. I'll try and show as much as I can. You know, it is very difficult to show them in their sort of optimal situation because they take so long to build up, but when they do, uh-oh. Alright guys, so we're over here on the Majin Buu arc team. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on, Gohan and Goten here on the Buu arc team. The team just needs to be buffed before, you're going to realistically be running this team a lot, run Gohan and Goten on it. I think two things would dramatically increase the viability of the Buu arc team, and then maybe make it one of the best teams in the game, honestly. Wow, Majin Vegeta, okay. All you need to do is, one, give them a Buu arc 40% support unit. So, I don't know, maybe like a Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, who's a 40% support unit from the fight against Kid Buu. Or like not Mr. Satan, because he does have that great defensive unit. So yeah, like some sort of Vegeta, like Angel Vegeta or Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, something like that, as a monster support type unit, I think would work out incredibly well. I think that would be a very, very good idea. And then also a new leader. Physical Super Vegito is a fantastic unit. I do think I've been overly harsh on him throughout the years. He is stupid good, right? But I don't think he's great as a leader unit for the team. I don't. So, once we get an increased leader and a Buu arc support type unit of 40% and 2 key, those types of units, they just make these teams run so much better. Because, there's so many different types of units. Okay, so we're at 1.5 million. Again, between being on a 130% leader skill, and then also, I could have ran the 40% movie hero support Gohan on rotation with Gohan and Goten, right? That certainly would work well. But, like, we're going to be doing that, like, all the time, right? Like, I kind of want to see, like, how Gohan and Goten are going to perform, like, without him kind of there as a crutch, right? And, like, that's the thing. One reason I think I do consider Caulifla and Kale better than Gohan and Goten is people point out that, like, oh, you got to do so much to have Caulifla and Kale be good, because they get extra attack buffs based upon, like Universe 6, Pure Saiyan, and Joint Forces category allies, I believe. And so, like, so you want to build the team around that. But, like, Kale and Caulifla are the best defensive unit in the game, like, no matter how much damage they do. So, like, that's one thing people forget about. Also, by the way, in case you guys have not figured out, this is a video where we're going to be talking about Kale and Caulifla non-stop. And the reason is because Gohan and Goten, I think, are, like, one of the only units that, like, you can even compare to them. Like Gohan and Goten are so good that I actually think, they are a little bit worthy of a comparison to Kale and Caulifla. But I still do think Kale and Caulifla are very, very high up. One thing I'm noticing is that we are at almost 600k HP. I mean, having like a couple of Rainbow LRs, of course, also helps. A couple of EZA units certainly helps, but like such a high amount of HP. Alright, so they're at 3.29 million on basically, their second turn on rotation. Not bad. That's with Physical Kid Buu on rotation as well. Okay, yeah, once you start getting like double and triple supers with them, though, their ridiculousness really begins to pan out. But not bad. We could have seen a lot worse from Gohan and Goten than we saw right there. That's pretty good. I, of course, was using Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 on the rotation right there, as you guys saw. The main reason for that, of course, is because they give that 4 key to super class allies, right? Which, Gohan and Goten, the big thing about them is they are going to struggle for key because their only key link is Golden Warrior, which is a 1 key link. So in order for them to super attack a lot, you do have to build the team around them, but I do think they're good enough that, like, building the team around them is just smart, right? Another unit I could have ran was the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman unit, the STR one. That is a support type unit. He gives key. I believe he also does have Golden Warrior too, so he works very well as a partner for LR, Gohan, and Goten. There's definitely several options. Alright, so we'll go ahead and have our boys, Gohan and Goten, go ahead and finish this off. Okay, so now it's not too bad getting their 18 key super attack, because remember that as Gohan and Goten attack, they stack key, something that Kale and Caulifla also do. Like, again, the reason Gohan and Goten and Kale and Caulifla are the best 2 units in the game, they have similar mechanics, similar OP mechanics, such as giving ki every time they do an attack, you know, getting stronger as the fight goes on. Both units do that, and it just makes them, like, very, very good. I would say, see, here's the thing. The Joint Forces team is right up there as one of the best teams in the game, but even with that, I probably would put Gohan and Goten's leader skill above Kale and Caulifla's. But I mean, it's so hard to say for sure, right? It's just because like Gohan and Goten's leader skill isn't something that's going to be replaced very easily, whereas Kale and Caulifla's realistically could be, right? At only 130% for Joint Forces. But Gohan and Goten are on 100 category teams. Let's go to a different one. Alright guys, so next we're over here on the Super Saiyan category team. Well, Super Saiyan / Planet Namek. It's a little bit of a weird team right now, but again, for the 500 millionth time, these are teams that would be greatly more viable with either a 40% Super Saiyan category support or a Planet Namek support. I just can't begin to underrate how ridiculously good those types of units are, those support type units. They really make these teams just a lot easier to run. But our boy Gohan and Goten, our boys, I guess I did that again. They're going to perform very well on the Super Saiyan category team. This is a team that has, like, a lot of people, some of their favorite units in the game, right? Like, a lot of the Vegetos, the Gojitas are on this support, or this team. I would say the one weakness right now of the Super Saiyan category team, mainly, is the lack of, like, really good support type units. We'll see what happens when that Broly movie EGL Super Saiyan Gohan gets a Dokkan Awakening, which, I mean, that potentially could come, like, next week. I do think that Gohan is scheduled to be the next Awakening from the World Tournament, so, like, it's realistic that Gohan awakens next week. We'll probably get, Tech LR Broly. Yeah, I think we probably will get the Tech LR Broly in the same data download as the World Tournament stuff. Maybe. I think we will, but it's going to be interesting to see. That Gohan, funny enough, that Gohan is the only World Tournament unit I do not have. And he probably is going to be a very good support type unit. So, I mean, hey, hopefully I pull him 5 times from the World Tournament banner upcoming, because after his awakening, he is definitely going to be the type of unit you are going to want to have rainbowed for sure. He is very, very good. One other weakness of the Super Saiyan category team I guess I should mention is, for the most part, I don't think it's realistic that you're going to see Goku in his Super Saiyan form very often. You have to be in, like, a very difficult event for Goku to actually take that transformation, right? And, of course, once Goku transforms, he'll have things like the Super Saiyan Link, which he will share out. And Kamehameha, does he also have Kamehameha after he transforms? Let me double check that. I think he does get Kamehameha on his transformation. Yes, he does. Okay, so he does have Kamehameha on his transformation. Wait, does he? No, I don't think he does. Hold on. Goku does not have Kamehameha on his transformation, even though he's shooting out 500 different Kamehamehas. He doesn't. But, oh, look at this. Wow. Okay, so we're going to miss out on super attacks here. I mean, sometimes this is the negative of running Gohan and Goten, and then here we go. Like, now Blue Gogeta is not able to get a super attack either. Like, see, like, if you're not building the team with the express purpose of getting them to their key that you want, filling it with support type units, they're not going to work the best. So, like, I probably wouldn't run them on the Super Saiyan category team, because I do think they're just going to drag the whole team down. If we could get, like, I mean, again, I suppose you could run the movie hero support type unit Gohan in a rotation with him. Again, I'm trying to avoid that throughout this video, just to sort of show, like, they're so reliant on that Gohan, because he gives them a lot of ki, he gives them a lot of attacking power. Like, they're completely different with him on a rotation. I mean, I guess it could work on this team, because, like, you'll have the Gojitas floating around, who, of course, are movie hero units as well, right? So, they'll be able to get a substantial bonus from that support type Gohan, too. So, I guess, you could run him. It definitely would not be a mistake. This Frieza also continually getting his 12 key super attack. He is going to be lowering our health, but I don't think it'll lower our health to the point where we're going to be able to actually get that transformation for Goku. Let's see. I mean, it certainly would help out. He links a lot better with Gohan and Goten. I don't think we're going to get the transformation here, but I certainly would love that. this will probably be our last turn here. Wow, we did. Okay. That's where that full power Frieza, I guess, can come in a little bit of handy, because as we continually get 12 key super attacks with him, he is lowering our health over and over and over and over again. So that worked out quite well. All right, now, again, they're still having a little bit of issues getting key, so I guess we're going to have to put Gohan and Goten in the first slot, and then that's just going to make this rotation go a lot better, right? The other thing, too, is that Gohan and Goten, they do have an active skill, but it's just not something you're going to see. Just like Super Saiyan Goku, you're not going to see his transformation very often. Gohan and Goten, you're not going to get their active skill very often. In certain, like, difficult modes, yeah, you'll see it, right? Because you just got to fall below that 59% HP threshold. And you'll got to be fighting. Oh, okay, there we go. We got the additional. But see, like, the one thing that makes Gohan and Goten so strong is their ability to get additional super attacks. Like, units that get additionals, like, I've just come to realize they're just so, like, they're just better. Like, that's it. Like, that's why another reason why Kale and Caulifla are the best. That's why I like Physical Cooler, this Broly, you know, these types of units have been good for so long. Like, being able to dish out multiple attacks of like 2.5 million damage, like, really, really builds up a lot. So, alright, so we're done with the Super Saiyan team. Let's go over to the full power team, where they're another unit that could be used very effectively there. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the full power / movie boss team. Now, there's a couple of different ways we could go about this. We could run Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku as the leader, who then gives a buff to Super Tech type units. With that, we could bring, like, the support Tien. There's also, you know, if you look on the screen, that exact art, that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he works incredibly well. A very, very powerful unit who can basically go ahead and, you know, give Gohan and Goten the extra buff that they need, right? So you could fill it up with tech type, support type units, maybe run, like, you know, LR Goku and Frieza. You know, you could do some interesting things. But, you know, I did also kind of want to just, you know, rock the movie boss part of the team as well to get Turles on here. And then also Kale and Caulifla. Now, here's the thing about Kale and Caulifla, right? You can pretty easily still run Kale and Caulifla with Gohan and Goten. It might seem wonky at first, right? Because both Gohan and Goten and Kale and Caulifla, they have to attack, and then every time they do an attack, you know, they'll build up ki, right? So, like, Kale and Caulifla have already been doing that. They've already been building up ki. There we go. So now next turn, Kale and Caulifla, they have enough ki that they're going to basically auto super attack, right? That's, you know, one of the big things about them. So even though Kale and Caulifla and Gohan and Goten don't share ki links, you can make it work. And, like, now, you know, there's the best defensive unit in the game aspect of them really kicking into play, as they just can't be touched. Then Gohan and Goten, you know, we want them to get these attacks as well, so that they can, you know, build up their ki. Again, since Kale and Caulifla and Gohan and Goten don't share ki links, you know, it'll take a turn or two to get revved up, but having both of those units on rotation, like, just like offense, like, that might be the best, like, rotation in the, like, best two-way rotation in the game, offensively and defensively. Like, it's so, like unconventional because they don't share ki links, but because they build ki the way they do, like, you really can make it work, man. Okay, so I actually, here, I don't want to finish Vegeta off. I definitely want to make it to this next rotation. So let's go ahead and do that. We have the Easy 8 Broly on here as well. Easy 8 Broly, definitely a unit not to be slept on. It took me a little while to realize that my boy, wow, Goku's taking a lot of damage there. What? That was more damage than I was expecting, Goku. Come on now. But Easy 8 Broly, it took me a little while to realize that he gets his defense on super attack. So he is actually, like, way better than I was first thinking he is. It's just, you don't want to run him in that first spot, you know, if defense is a big focus, what you want to do with him. But this Broly is tremendous. Like, again, the fact that I realized where he gets his defensive buff, that makes him just so, so good. All the attacks he can do, building up his defense the way he does, a tremendous unit. I hope Broly does not finish Vegeta off right here. I mean, we would have to get, like, triple crits in order for him to do it, but, I mean, okay, please, don't get an additional, okay, good. Alright. Oh, dude, Turles, a lot of times y'all don't see it because, you know, it's not footage I end up putting in the video, but the amount of times, like, I've tried to do this right here, like, some sort of team or rotation, and, like, I had Turles there, and dude, his transformation percentage is like 25%, but he always transforms. Like, it's because you don't want him to. He always does. So I'm probably gonna come back into an event with this rotation fully built up, and we're gonna have Turles not transform and see what these two can do. Series at 3.3 million. You know what I'll do? I'm probably going to head over to, like, the Super Saiyan 3 Broly event or, like, the EGL Rose event. I'm going to let Kale and Khalifa and Gohan and Goten really build up, then Turles on rotation, and we'll see what they're able to do. Alright, guys, so here we are on the Full Power / Movie Boss team. I don't think Gohan and Goten are completely built up, but they have done a good amount of attacks here. They, of course, get 10% attack and defense. For every attack, they perform up to a max of 100%. So they do have to perform 10 attacks in order to fully build up. But this right here is like just a rotation of the gods. Like, that's what this is. Kale and Khalifa, LR Gohan and Goten, and Turles. I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. So let's go ahead and see this parade of additional attacks. Alright, so Gohan and Goten at 565 million. So, needless to say, that's a huge number right there. Then we have, another additional. Can they get a third? Oh, no. Alright, and then now Kale and Khalifa, they'll get busy. They'll get to work. They're going to do at least 3 attacks right here. Very likely 4. Because Kale and Khalifa, they do their first attack, an additional normal. Then they get an additional if there's a Pure Saiyan or Universal Survival Arc enemy, and then they get another like additional for the other one too, and then they could get the additional from their potential system as well. So chances are we'll get another additional, just a normal, but still so many attacks. And then by this point their defense is through the roof. I mean, Gohan and Goten, they have insane level defense as well once they get really high up. Actually, hold on. I do want to see what their defensive stat is after having kind of gone through this for a while. So let me actually go. Let's go one turn deeper into the fight, and let me see what Gohan and Goten's defensive stat is going to look like, especially compared to Kale and Khalifa. That'll be nice to see. All right, so let's see what we're looking at here. So Gohan and Goten at 143,000, of course, is a very good number, and then Kale and Khalifa. I mean, yeah, as they super attack, their defense goes up. It just gets to insane levels. So, like, you know, having these units, like, together, it's just, woo, boy, that's just very powerful. All right, let's move on to the next team. I think we'll probably go to the Sibling Bond / Goku family team, where we'll be able to get their best attack stat, and then we'll probably finish up there. Alright, guys, so now we're on the Sibling Bond / Goku family category team. This should be the best rotation possible for Gohan and Goten, because, you know, the physical Gohan is giving them, what, like, I think it's like 80%, between the 40% he gives from his passive, as well as, I believe, 40% attack from links. Then Legendary Power is also being activated by LRB Pan, so that's plus 5,000. LRB Pan, we're going to go ahead and utilize her active skill right here, which is going to dramatically increase the amount of damage that LR Gohan and Goten are capable of doing. And then even furthermore, we do have Gohan and Goten completely, fully powered up. They have had their 10 attacks, so they get the 100% additional attack and defense. I do have a key item on deck for us to get them to 24 key. Now, I do want to preface this by saying we're probably not going to see their additional attacks. You know, we're in the Legendary Goku event. It took me until, like, we're, like, 60% of the way through the event before I was able to build up Gohan and Goten their full passive. So, I'm actually going to use a King Yama right here, just because that support Gohan could get crushed by that blue Goku. Now, their defense is at... Okay. Their defense is 255,000. So, I'm spoiling the how good is LR Gohan and Goten on the Legendary Goku event video just a little bit. But this is the one spot where we could see them at full power. So, again, there's not a situation where Gohan and Goten could be stronger than this right here. This is them with their full passive active. you know, they could bust out additionals. They're going to have type advantage too, so this is going to be disgusting. So 9.89. Wow. Okay. And then they had 2 million on an additional normal. So I would like to point out that despite the fact that I do think Kale Khalifa is a better unit, they are not able to get practically a 10 million attack stat attack, right? The max I've seen from Kale Khalifa, I have seen them get above 5 million, but I've never seen Kale Khalifa break 6 million for their highest attack. Now keep in mind, both Gohan and Goten and Kale Khalifa can have a number of additionals that follow. There was a chance we could have had another additional attack. Like, Gohan and Goten, they could conceivably have that, like, the 9.89 million super attack, then an additional super, and then a third additional super. That last additional super, even though it would be a 12-key super attack, it might be able to break, like, a 6 million attack stat because of the fact that they greatly raise attack for one turn on both 12 and 18-key super attacks. So that rotation would be just catastrophic. Like, that would pretty much be like the strongest like amount of damage you could do in one turn, like outside of like nuking, right, by traditional units, is what LR Gohan and Goten could do with their additionals fully built up, right? Now again, look at this. Just doing that though, we're at the SCR UI Goku portion of the Legendary Goku event. So the times you're going to see that is like nil. Like, you're almost never going to see them fully built up outside of like this event, or maybe some sort of new difficult event might pop up at some point. This is pretty much the only place you could see them possibly get that high. So you could probably say that they have greater potential than Kale and Khalifa, but you're just never going to see it. Like, it's not practical, right? Like, Kale and Khalifa, their defense though, like so that's where it's kind of, they kind of like are yin and yang, I guess, because Kale and Khalifa, you know, they can get up to like unlimited defensive levels. Like, I've seen Kale and Khalifa with over a 1 million defensive stat, and like at 300k, they take nothing from, like, you know, in UI Goku in this event, right? So like, you know, they're able to get way high up in that realm for defense, whereas Gohan and Goten, they're able to do it for offense, right? You know, a 10 million attack stat with a guaranteed additional after that has a medium chance to be a super, and then the potential for another super attack after that. Like, they are worthy of that second best unit in the game spot. Again, I do feel like Kale and Khalifa is better, and I think it's a healthy lead as well too. Like, Gohan and Goten are definitely good. They're in that like top level. Like, I don't know. Would I put Kale and Khalifa in their own tier right now? I think the answer is yes, I would. Like, if I did an LR tier list right now after seeing Gohan and Goten do that 10 million attack stat, would I put Kale and Khalifa in their own tier? I still would, yes. But Gohan and Goten are very good. Like, I don't want to I don't want to hate on them at all. But remember, the thing about them, you do have to build the team around them in order for them to succeed. And, you know, you can't just toss them like onto any team without like really, like, and expect them to really go at full power. Kale and Khalifa, you know, because they have prepared for battle, which it makes no sense why Gohan and Goten don't have it. But, you know, them having prepared for battle, you know, they got Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan, Legendary Power, a lot of very common links, which Gohan and Goten have, except for prepare for battle. But that is another advantage that Kale and Khalifa has. And despite the fact that Kale and Khalifa, they do need, you know, other type units to do extra damage. Like, they'll do more damage based upon how many, you know, Joint Forces, Universe 6, and what is it? Let's see, it's Joint Force, Universe 6, and Pure Saiyan category allies in the team. Like, you can go in with only them. Like, they're the only Universe 6, Joint Force, or Pure Saiyan ally on the team. No other ones. And this unit is still dealing more damage than, like, every unit in the game outside of, like, you know, LR Tech Broly, Goku and Frieza, you know, Gohan and Goten. Like, they're the only units that are hitting harder than them, even if you're not optimizing them. Like, people think Kale and Khalifa need that extra firepower. They don't. Because even if they did 0 damage, they're still the best defensive unit in the game. That's why they're a tier themselves. Because, like, I don't care how, you know, how much damage like Gohan and Goten do, like, you know, fully built up, right? If that defense, that Kale and Khalifa, basically they need one turn, and then they're a defensive, like, unstoppable juggernaut in like Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku event. They just need one turn, and they basically can't be touched, right? So, like, that in Battlefield, Super Battle Road, Easy A's, like, it's just unparalleled, their defensive viability. And Dokkan events, I've said over and over, any unit at all can, like, you could beat Dokkan events with the Ginyu Force team. I don't care how units perform in the Dokkan events, it's pointless. That's not what people are struggling to beat. It's, again, Battlefield, Super Battle Road, the Legendary Goku event, Easy A's. That is where it's important how units perform. I could care less about performance on Dokkan events at this stage of the game. It's the other modes. And, you know, it remains, not only does Kale and Khalifa completely dominate, though, Gohan and Goten do as well. In all those modes, they are going to completely pull their dick out and just put it on that mode's forehead. So now we're going to take them into Super Battle Road. We'll take them, I'll do an official video with them on the Legendary Goku event. I mean, this sport, I mean, y'all saw, like, they nearly one-shotted Blue Goku. Like, Gohan and Goten, even though they're tech and they'll have a disadvantage in the last phase, it won't matter. They're the second best unit in the game for a reason. Thanks, guys, for watching. Make sure to check out Raid, and I'll catch y'all next time.